my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. NFL Week 11 game picks. I've been doing a lot of videos today. I made 4, so I can already have them ready for the week. And last but not least, got NFL game picks. Starting off first on Thursday Night Football, we got the Commanders versus the Eagles. Now, the Commanders and Eagles, it's going to be a good game. Thursday Night Football game, usually see Thursday Night Football games be a little shaky sometimes. It's going to be the best games every time, but it's going to be a nice one, I think. I believe this game going to come down to the wire. You look at both offenses, of course. The Commanders are top 10 in a lot of things, passing and rushing and all type of things. I know last week they had a little down game thanks to my Steelers handling business. So Jaden Daniels didn't play his best, it was his worst completion percentage game so far of his career. His lowest game in rushing and lowest game. He didn't throw any touchdowns. He didn't score any touchdowns too as well. So it was a good job in containing him. Now he playing against the Eagles, looking to bounce back. Sitting at 7-3. Winner of this game will take the lead in the division as well. It was just kind of only a 2-team race because the Cowboys are out of it. I think the what's the name? The Giants been out of it, of course, ever since when the season started. The Giants was already out. That's what happened. But the Commanders and Eagles gonna be a game that come down to the wire. And I don't know who's gonna win this. Trying to see. I might go with the home team. I'm gonna go with the Eagles winning this. The home team. I'm gonna go with the home team winning this. I think it'll be a close one. I'm with the home team though winning it like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders did pull it off. But I'm going with the home team though. Now we got the Colts versus the Jets. I picked the Jets to win last week against the Cardinals. I thought they would win like a close one. They got thrashed. And Kyler Murray went up there and thrashed on. That one play he did a little fake handoff and wheeled it around the bootleg and just walked in the end zone like that. And he had another one he rushed in for too. They're just dominating them. Marvin Harrison Jr. and all those different guys, James Conner. They were just dominating the Jets. The Jets got beat up badly. And now they got to play the Colts. The Colts been looking shaky too though, of course. Joe Wacko, they call him now, of course, turning the ball over a lot. Andy Richardson might need to step back in. We'll see if he step back in. Most likely, he probably would do the switch. But in this game right here, I really don't know. It's really a toss-up, really, because it can be anybody win. If the Jets lose this game, they're out of it. They're out of it because I doubt they win the rest of their games. After they lose this one, now they win the next like 6 and try to be 9-8, try to squeeze in there. They're probably gonna be out of it. They lose this one, so we'll see. They're at home playing against the Colts. Trying to see. If Richardson play, I think the Colts win. But if Flacco play, the Jets win. So I'm gonna pick the Colts. This will be the safe pick. Colts win this game. And the Jets lose. The Jets have been dreadful to watch. And Rodgers might be time to hang it up. Packers, Bears. Taking the Packers in this one. The Bears got a lot of things to fix. Been a little shaky too as of late. The Packers are a team that's building on, doing something special so far this year. Last year was nice for them. They went 9-8, but they made the playoffs and blew the Cowboys out. Second round of playoffs, they fell short to the 49ers by a little bit. But I think this year they built up upon that. With all the young players they had on the team, the young offense and young guys, they added the pieces they added. Josh Jacobs and all the different guys they added to the roster. Xavier McKinney as well. They've been playing very good football. So I think they add more on to their win total. And they be 7-3 and defeat the Bears. Jaguars, Lions. I think the Lions definitely winning that one. They might can probably bench Jared Goff and start what's his name, Hendon Hooker, and still win this game. The Jaguars are just out of it. Raiders, Dolphins. The Dolphins should win that one. Dolphins won. They finally won. The Dolphins actually could be, like I mentioned many times, the Dolphins could be sitting probably at, because they're 3-6 right now. They could be sitting at probably like 6-3, I think. If they won those other games, like the Colts game, they lost by 3 points. Tyler Huntley got knocked at the game, so he had Tim Boyle in, and Tim Boyle is horrible, of course, you know that. And then you look at the game against the Cardinals, they lost 28-27 by 1 point. Then the game against the Bills, they lost by 3 points. I'm like, they could just find a way to close the games out. They could have been sitting at a winning record. But they finally got one against the Rams, against a good team in the Rams. They defeated them, so they're sitting at 3-6. I think they win this game against the Raiders and move to 4-6 and try to find themselves to get that last spot in the playoffs. Rams 4-5 versus the Patriots, who are 3-7. The Rams should win this one, get back to 500. You got the Browns versus the Saints. I'll probably say the Saints win. The Saints did a good job at bouncing back, winning the game after they fired the coach, Dennis Allen, and they fired the offensive coordinator. They fired a lot of people there. So they won their game. So I think they probably win this game too as well. The Browns just look a little dreadful. James Winston had a good game against the Ravens, but the next week he got back to reality. He kind of came back to his sitting where he was supposed to be at, and he did not look good at all. The Ravens and Steelers. My Steelers versus the Ravens. Steelers at home. It's gonna be very interesting to see. It'll be a nice game, I think. The Steelers have won the last, I think they won seven of the last 8 versus the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson is only 1-3 versus the Ravens. I mean, versus the Steelers as well. He have his, I think he has thrown like 7 interceptions in those games. 12 been sacked 12 times in those games. Some of his worst games have been versus the Steelers. So, but even with all that, the games are always very close. Every game is decided by one score most of the time. So I think, I don't know. I'll probably go with the Steelers, of course, because no biasness, being a Steelers fan. But anybody can win this game right here. This is the rivalry right here, the big time rivalry between two teams. It can go either way, no matter what their record are. Either like one team might have a losing record, and it still can go either way because that's how this kind of rivalry been going back and forth with the Steelers and Ravens. The Steelers, they kind of had a threshold on it so far the past few seasons, but I think it's going to be an interesting game to see. And I think the Steelers can probably win this one, so I'm going to go with the Steelers based off biasness, of course, as well. Biasness. What's next? Vikings and Titans. Vikings. That's pretty easy. Oh, Falcons and Broncos should be interesting. I'm gonna say Broncos though. Seahawks and 49ers. I'm gonna say Niners. Chiefs and Bills. I think the Bills get the Chiefs their first loss. The Chiefs been playing with their food a little bit. A lot of games coming up close. But this team right here, a team like the Bills, a juggernaut team like this, they're not falling for that. A juggernaut team like this and this level, they're not falling for that stuff. They're gonna go out there and handle business. They're gonna run the football, be effective offensively, and defensively handle business and stuff as well. So I think the Bills win this game and get the Chiefs their first loss. Then we got Bengals, of course, versus the Chargers. Chargers offense is very good, but it's just I cannot trust the defense. I'm gonna say, Bengals offense is very good. I can't trust the defense. Chargers, they balance. They well balanced on the offensive side and defensive side. So I'm probably go with the Chargers. Chargers will win this game. They're more well balanced than the Bengals, and the Bengals just seem to they can score some points, but it just seems like they can never be able to get a stop. And in the last bit of like moments, they can never find a way to just close it out. What's next? On the last game, the Texans versus the Cowboys. I feel sorry for the Cowboys. Man, Cowboys had a chance too, I think, against the Eagles. They had opportunity early on in the game, but just couldn't score points. At one point, they hit the turnover, Trevon Diggs hit the turnover, they hit the fumble as well. Different things that happened, and you just put up 6 points. Cooper Rush couldn't get the ball in there. He missed CeeDee Lamb on a wide open play. It just couldn't score. So that right there, they won that game against the Eagles. They kept the game close. Try to find some momentum from that game. It would have been good, but they just got flat out beat. And from what I'm seeing from there, if Cooper Rush starting or Trey Lance starting, it really don't matter. So I think the Cowboys gonna lose this one versus the Texans. Texans should handle business, go to 7-4 and win that one. The bye weeks for this week, of course, is the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Giants, and the Bucks. So yeah, these are my game picks for this week, for week 11. Let me know down below what your game picks are. I almost had a perfect one last week. The Broncos one messed me up, and the who has played? The Broncos one messed me up, and the Rams one messed me up. I think those are the ones I picked against. So I almost had a perfect week last week, but got messed up a little bit. But let me know your picks down below. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.